So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broken everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome, or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
Want to know what's going on at the D? Hit up DisruptionNetwork.net and check out our events calendar, brought to you by the Events Co. Find out about upcoming guests, special events, concerts, show schedules, community activities, and more. Get connected at DisruptionNetwork.net.
Yo, 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 what is good people? Coming to you live here on the interwebs. Disruption Network and mygaragebar.com. Of course, and you're watching All Pucked Up, right? Did I get that all in this time?
Yeah.
A little all over the place, but that's all right. It's been an all over the place kind of day. I was actually late today, as you guys know. I came running in here like
I've never seen you late ever.
Ever. Yeah, right. It was great. We have a whole big thing planned for today, and I forgot all my my information. I had to run home, and then, of course, once I got there, the reason I left it there in the first place is because I hit it so good last night, so it didn't get thrown out, that I didn't even know what the hell it was. So, yeah, it took me like 20 minutes to find the damn thing. Anyways, let me introduce you guys, because that's an important thing. And we've got a very special person, a very special guest joining us today. Look at these guys over here. Yoshi joining us once again. What's up, sir?
Yo, what's going on?
Oh, not so much. Just, like I said, we're flying today, man. Flying.
Yeah, we are.
I feel like I'm always flying, really.
You are.
You are.
I'm that kind of a guy. And Mr. Scott Kinville, what's happening?
Hey, man, something really cool happened to me, and I didn't even know until a buddy of mine pointed it out. I made the latest issue of the Hockey News.
What?
Yeah.
Did you really?
I like to go on Twitter, right, and of course, give my opinions, because who really wants to hear them anyways, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, they have this little feature. It's called On the Soapbox, and their question was, it's Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final. Which current goalie do you want between the pipes? And a whole bunch of people chimed in, so I put my opinion in response, not thinking anything of it, and I put down, he's having a rough time now, but how about the guy who won 3 Game 7s in a row on the road in one playoff season? Yes, I'm talking about Jonathan Quick. Mm-hmm. At Scott Kimball 13. That's my handle. I didn't even know about it. My buddy gets this as a subscription. And he calls me up and he's like, you got to be kidding me. And I go, what? He goes, you're in the Hockey News.
Wow.
I'm like, no way. So he brought it over to my house. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, here, Merry Christmas.
So we have like a published author in the house.
It was actually just more of an off-the-cuff tweet, but, you know.
We'll take published.
I'll take that.
That's so much better. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Good stuff. And, of course, joining us today, Mr. Anthony Donaldson joining us in the studio. And this is really not joining us so much. You're always here, but this is the first time you're sitting in with us.
My bedroom's right over there in that bathroom.
It feels so... It feels so weird being on this side and you being on that. We should really, just change.
Bro, I'm just excited I can hang out with the bass player from Autumn Fire today.
Oh, yeah.
I'm super psyched.
Yes. Yeah, I guess I should announce this. You guys both playing that show coming up on the 27th.
Yeah.
The Animals Endgame show. And
we actually practiced yesterday.
I saw pictures of that, and I was like, yes, absolutely great. And then you did, too. You put pictures up there of Brass Knuckle Intercourse.
And I'm going to be Wolverine,
and
right?
Video, too. It was awesome.
This is great because it's an Avengers themed show. NZ has never seen any of these Marvel movies.
I have no clue, man.
The first thing I said to him, I'm like, you're going to end up being probably Iron Man in this thing. And he's like, Hugh Jackman? Oh, boy.
I don't know, dude. Sorry.
We gotta go way
If it makes you
back.
feeling better, I have no idea what they're talking about either. So.
Thank you, Scott.
Am I the only one that's seen these movies?
No,
I've
the
seen them
millions.
all.
I just
Okay.
don't watch too many movies.
Multiple times I've seen them.
I have a life, guys.
I'm
sorry.
dating myself.
So it's just you and I, Yosh.
Yeah.
We're going to be the only ones like nerding out over there, and everybody else is going to be like, "This is cool," but we don't get it.
These guys talking about.
Wolverine forever.
Why does Rich have those claws on? What's going on?
So we got a little bit of a different show here today, and Scott, you and I talked about doing this before. That's
Yeah.
the almost like a fantasy draft.
Yeah, the better late than never draft.
I love his titles for these things.
Yeah.
What was the awards? The not so
Yeah, the almost Hall of Fame.
almost Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Better late than never draft.
We don't want to set the bar too high. See?
No. Keep it nice and low so you don't cause any disappointment here. But yeah, so we're going to go through and we're going to take a look at the, I guess, the players, the current players.
Yeah.
And see what would have happened had we drafted correctly. Is that how
Right.
Yeah.
And the way it's going to work is we're going to have 2 centers, 2 left wings, 2 right wings, 4 defense, and 2 goalies. That's pretty standard for fantasy hockey. And time permitting, we'll try to fill out a bench too.
Yeah, and do a couple utility players.
Yeah.
In there. Okay. So we'll do, let's see.
Can we start with an IR spot too? There's a couple Penguins players that I might want to put on my team.
I was going to say, like, geared towards me. Can I just put the whole team on right now? God, horrible. So who's going to go first?
Well, I put our names on pieces of paper.
Okay.
And I've kind of shuffled them up. So what I figure, I'll just draw them. And so I'll show them up to the camera so nobody thinks we're cheating over here, right?
Okay.
Cheating.
So, there's going to be cheating involved anyway, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, let's draw for the number 1 pick right now.
Okay.
Want to do that? Drum roll, please.
We don't have a drummer now. It's too basic.
It's going to be Yoshi.
Yes!
Yoshi gets the number 1 pick.
All right.
All right. Number 2, Z.
All right.
Am I
Z's going
stuck
too.
with a
Number
4-man
two?
draft?
It's only a 4-team league here, so these are going to be
Good
some
Lord.
all-star teams we're putting together.
All right, cool.
For number 3, me.
I'm going last
So-
4-man league.
Is this
You
a
are
snake?
the-
Is this a snake
Is this
draft?
snake draft?
Because then you'll get the 4th and 5th pick.
I certainly hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that?
Yeah.
All right.
Good idea.
So you're a snake.
Good idea. So, yeah, you went from being a hot dog to a snake.
Which, can I
Well,
just say something? When I need a good laugh, I just go back to your episode on Halloween when he was dressed like a hot dog, and it just makes me chuckle. It really, really does. It makes me laugh. I don't know why. It just, you dressed as a hot dog makes me laugh.
At least you're saying that when I'm dressed as a hot dog. Most people just say they look at me and get a good laugh anyway. So
All right, so wait, Scott, I got a question.
Sure.
Are these players, this page that you gave me, are they in order? They ranked in order?
Yeah, that's why I went page 1, page 2, so you just kind of go boop, there,
Okay.
there.
So this is page 1?
Nope, this is page 1 where it divides
At
right
the
there.
top.
Yep.
Okay. And then
page 2.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Sorry, it was kind of a makeshift
No, we're good.
thing I put together this morning. So
okay. So here we go. So Yosh, you're going first. And why you got that look?
What?
Is it? I want to know who you're picking.
I'm actually kind of torn here on who I want to pick first. But I'm going to go with Ovi.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that-
you had that look. And I'm like,
Ovi's
what-
off the
What's he
board.
planning? All right. Any reason why you would pick him over?
Because he's a fantasy beast, man.
All right.
I mean, guaranteed his worst season, he put up, what was it, 35 goals?
it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, you knew he's going to be good.
And he gets hits and
Well, that's just shots.
tons
I mean,
of assists
yeah.
and shots. Yeah, why wouldn't you take him?
Yeah.
And watching him celebrate the Stanley Cup was like the most memorable thing ever.
I know,
Watching
right?
him doing-
I
the way
think-
he was celebrating all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
He was hilarious. He didn't sleep for like 3 weeks.
Some people say he's
still
still
partying.
drunk today.
You know, I was looking at Ovi stats too last night, and 147 shots on goal. He's obviously not afraid to
Yeah.
rip it, and along with hits. So
Yeah.
that's the selling point on him. In addition to the goals, man. He's,
Well, yeah.
So absolutely. All right, Ovi's off the board. Who's next? Is he?
Me, Connor McDavid.
Connor McDavid, gone.
How do you not
How do you-
take Connor
well,
McDavid?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer right there.
Yeah.
God.
I don't think you know what. I don't think any of us can really screw this first round up.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
It's just about impossible, isn't it? So keeping with that theme, I'm going to go with Nathan McKinnon.
Yeah, that was my other choice.
Yeah.
I love that kid, by the way.
Oh man, and did you see they were talking about because he's relatively underpaid, and he was already saying for his next contract, which is up in a couple of years, he goes, "Hey, I'll take a little less if that means keeping the team together."
Wow.
That's incredible.
You never
hear that from anybody now.
No, yeah, he
any
said he'd take a
sports.
discount again.
Yeah.
I saw that article.
He just wants to win. That's all he wants to do. So
No,
good on
let's
him.
see. I'm gonna switch it up just a little bit here.
All right. You're going to take a goalie?
No,
Mario Lemieux.
I'm going way back.
Never take a goalie in the first round.
Is Yager still available?
Well, in the Czech league, he is. Yeah.
I'm going to go with David Pasternak.
Ooh,
Because
pasta.
I figure, man, 116 shots on goal, 29 hits, 25 goals, 18 assists, but he's a plus 11 right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So you got to go with that, and that'll fill one of my right wings right out.
And you've got to pick again.
Oh, and it's a snake, so I'm going again. All right. And
The snake dog over here.
Yes. And now I'm gonna pull a little something. I think it's way early for this, but I'm gonna do it just because I'm gonna try to spice this whole thing up, and I'm gonna go with Darcy Kemper.
Wow.
And I'm gonna tell you why I think it's way early, but that's
Oh
okay.
my goodness.
Yes, I'm going to tell you why. When he first started this, man, depending on what your league settings are,
he's on like page 5, isn't he?
Yeah, he's on the other page.
depending on when what your league settings are. I mean, he was originally projected to go 130 in the draft. That's what he was projected, and he's actually sitting at 9 right now as far as players go. 12 wins. He's got 2 shutouts. He's got a 1.92 goals against average. So I mean, and if you look at the goalies, he's actually topping the list. So why not? Why not pull the trigger on him nice and early?
Hey, I give you credit for having the guts to do it,
Yep.
Rich.
I've had him 2 years in our league, and he's been
he's
nothing but a star for me. So I'm going to do it.
He's your shining star.
He is my shining star.
Well, now that it's my turn, I just want to thank you for taking him for starters. And I'm going to go Leon Draisaitl.
Oh, he was my other pick I thought about.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Any reason why there?
Why not? It's Connor McDavid's clone, really. I mean, with a few more hits.
Yeah. Yep.
Hopefully he keeps his pace up, which I think he can. I mean, the talent is there. There's no doubt about it. Kind of reminds me of the old Edmonton Oilers when they had the Gretzky-Messier punch.
Yeah.
You know?
And
So
he plays on left.
he plays left wing.
So you're
they
gonna
have him
get
listed
those.
as a center here, so I'm putting him down as my center.
Yeah.
Because he can do both. So
And that's the important thing, like that I should say in our league, the one that we do hits, we do shots on goal, game-winning goals,
shorthanded goals.
shorthanded goals. But one of the things we don't do that I notice is a big difference from some others is they do face-offs won. And
Yeah. I kind of thought about that.
yeah,
But to me, that kind of skews everything too, because you already have enough category coverage, and now you're going to put even more on centers. Kind of, like with us, when I started that, I took the penalty minutes right out and replaced it with hits. There's no way you should be rewarded for somebody taking a dumb penalty.
right. And if they score during that penalty, why are
It's
you
like,
being
why are you rewarding them?
Yeah. But going back to the face-off one, going back to the face-offs one, I'm one of our listeners, Kevin Hannon, who's in Pittsburgh and runs the league down there. I'm in his league, and he does do face-offs one, and it totally threw me off.
Yeah. I played in a face-off wins league before too.
Yeah, because there's a lot of players, and we'll be getting to one very soon, that if you don't have those face-offs won, it takes their whole value right out of it.
Right.
So, yeah, and I guess when we get to that player, I'll make a little mention of there. But okay, so for right now though, Draisaitl's off the board.
Draisaitl's gone.
Okay, all right, we're moving on. Z,
My turn, Kucherov.
No hesitation there.
you want to think about that for a minute?
Oh, why? Is that bad?
No, you
Is
just
he hurt?
No, you just fired him right off.
I'm prepared.
Okay,
There you go.
short and sweet. There you go. All right. Well, hold on here. Where's my? Pull these guys.
As I'm doing social media and drafting, I'm multitasking.
You are. I've noticed, man. You're a beast on social media these days. It's something because I got to tell you, I'm supposed to be a beast on social media, and half of it I can't figure out. So. Is that the old man in me? Okay.
Jeez.
All right.
Boy. Moving right along.
Okay, so Yoshi, you're up here. Let's go.
I'm gonna skip a little bit onto page 2 here. I'm gonna go right ahead and say I'm gonna take Artemi Panarin.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh. All right.
Because if he keeps scoring the way he is at this point, he's definitely on his way to at least having a 90-point season.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'll go with that.
And that all factors in, right? On our team, the points they already accumulated.
Oh yeah, I mean that's where the rankings came in too. So I mean these rankings we're using are projected for rest of the season and all that. So
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, absolutely.
And then for my next pick,
Oh, that's right. We're snaking.
we're snaking. I'm going to go with Philip Grubauer.
Whoa,
Oh.
goalie's going fast here.
They're coming off the board at a furious rate.
I guess so.
All right. Okay.
Where are you, Philip?
Oh,
There
I
you
see.
are.
Oh, when you guys handed me these pages, yeah, you weren't kidding. I really am on page 5 with my. Hey, get them early, right? Get them early.
Get it while you can.
That's right. Okay.
And then now it's my turn again.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
I kind of want to slip into my French Canadian accent right now.
Okay.
But I'm not going to because no sense. I think I could get this player back on another round. So I'm going to go Brad Marchand.
Yeah, that was actually one of my other picks.
You can do the French Canadian, or you can do the Boston accent too. You ever listen to them in the Brad Marchand?
I love my team right now.
And they're going to all start.
Yeah, 4-man league.
I might make the playoffs.
Every day's the playoffs.
I get a first round bye on that.
Yeah, right. Well, let's see.
This is hilarious.
I'm going to take the first defenseman, and I'm going John Carlson.
Yeah.
Wow. Now you're going to have to explain that because I know you have a deep hatred for him.
No.
This is fantasy.
No, you're
There's
thinking
no
of Eric
hatred.
Carlson, not John
Oh,
Carlson.
John Carlson. Okay. Never mind.
No, John Carlson is pretty much almost got the Norris Trophy locked up
Yes,
already.
yes.
And especially when you're doing fantasy hockey, if you can get a scoring defenseman, that's huge.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a lot of people will wait, or they'll load up on forwards, and then like the defense is like the afterthought. But if you can get those guys producing from the blue line, that's oftentimes the difference in a week.
Especially defensemen that play on the power play.
Exactly.
Yeah, John Carlson actually plus 20 right now.
Yeah.
Huge,
Wow.
Huge. And I actually have him in the other league, so I just want to point.
So for all your Ovi goals you're going to score, hopefully I'll be getting you assists.
All right. So listen, I'm gonna go with it, and I know you guys are gonna go, wow, this guy's off in left field. But
So do I got to change the page again?
yeah, you might have to change it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know how he's only owned in 99%. I don't know where that other 1% slipped to. But 99% of leagues he's owned, and that is obviously Crosby.
There he goes.
I
thought he's hurt.
He is hurt. He's only played, I believe, 17 games.
Yeah.
But listen, man, everybody knows he's going to come back, and if I have that IR spot, I'm going to stash him on there. There's no sense dropping this guy. He's one of the best players in the league, probably in the world.
And you're a Penguins fan.
Yes.
Homer.
Hey, you know what? Did you ever see the Hungry Man TV dinners?
Yeah.
I have a philosophy in life that's just like that. I know what I like, and I like a lot of it, and so I'm going with Penguins players.
Just go with what you know.
Damn straight. And that's why for my second pick, I'm going with Gensel.
Wow.
That's right, man.
You know, now every time I go to the frozen food section in the grocery store, I'm going to think of Rich, Sidney Crosby, and Jake Kensel. Great.
Hey, you know what? But you know the value in Jake Gensel, too. Obviously, he's not afraid to take the shot either. I'm trying to find where I have his shots on here.
I'm just trying to find them on our sheets.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I was just looking for somebody on mine, too. I couldn't even find
Yeah,
him.
Jake Gensel, 101 shots already, man. 16
there it is.
goals, 15 assists. You should know you stole him from me in our draft.
I know.
Yeah. So
And he's doing really good for me, too.
sure he is. And he plays both wings, so that's an added bonus. I hope you enjoy him this year.
Make me an offer.
Coming at you. Coming at you. All right.
Oh, see, my turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go for the stack. I'm going to go with Mikko Rantanen. Because I got McKinnon, I got Rantanen. Now, where that can tend to hurt you is if you're in a plus-minus league.
E.
You know, so if they're having a bad night and they're on the ice for a lot of goals given up, that just destroys your category. But it can also help you, too, if they're having a good night and especially the power play. So, Mikko Rantanen, right wing. I'm taking him.
For the win. Okay.
Well, just to stay in it.
Boy, I really should have kept up. I'm already How do I fall behind in a four-man league? I can't keep up with my notes here. I'm like, was he picked? Was he picked? Good God.
By the way, anybody out there who's watching this, you want to chime in, please let us know how we're doing.
Yeah, right.
I don't want anybody to chime in on that.
Is this a money league?
Monopoly money.
Thank God. And I just want to tell you that for the past 2 years, I've been at the top of our league. So don't give me no crap about my bad picks. I know they're winners in my mind. Yeah.
Yeah, but your draft is never like intact by the time you get to the end of the season because you always like drop your team and then
I
restock it from the free agent market. And
I think everybody's it has like the move counter on the side, and it's usually like everybody's like 15, 18. Mine has got to be in the hundreds already.
I think it is actually.
It's
I think you've actually broke triple digits already.
I usually have like the full 3 moves a week. So, yeah.
I would just like to say that Rich Masucci is in the Fantasy Sports Hall of Fame. He really is. He is. He wins his league every year in football, and he's like the Patriots of the drunken football league there.
I did this year. I got bounced.
I know, right?
Did you get bounced?
I did, but that's all right because the guy next to you, he's in it. So yeah.
For once, I clinched.
Woohoo!
For once, Masucci didn't win his league.
I know, right?
I'll have my day.
It's like leap year.
Have his day.
It's leap year. It only happens every once in a while.
Yo, who do we got?
Z's got a pick yet.
Oh, I thought you just did.
I did not.
Oh.
I didn't even know it was my turn.
Yeah, we're gonna skip you then.
Okay. Okay. How about Tarasenko?
He's out. He's probably out for the rest of the year. I would do another pick.
Okay, thanks, Scott.
Hey,
See, this is why I'm glad
Hey,
I
we'll
got
take
you,
mercy
man.
on you. I mean, for some reason that should have been out of there, but
See, you're. But thank you.
we'll be fair about this.
All right, so let's go with Buffalo, New York's very own Patrick Kane.
Whoa, there he goes, Kaner. See you later.
I like his attitude, and I like that he beats up cab drivers for a quarter, which it happened like 10 years ago. And we're
You know,
still
it'd be great if
talking
he
about
did an Uber commercial.
Well, I can't find this guy in these rankings, and because he's probably way down and he shouldn't be, but
He's down where my players are.
he might even be down further than that. I'm going to go for the first pick. I'm going to go with Cale Makar on defense.
Ooh, good pick.
All right.
And I'll tell you why, because I have him on my fantasy team, and I had some other garbage defenseman, and it was just this. He was sitting on the free agency. We're an 8-man league, and I saw that he had scored a couple goals, and I'm like, you know what? I'll pick this kid up. He's playing hot right now. Well, then he hasn't stopped playing hot. I think he was, last time I checked, he was in the top of the early running for the Calder Trophy this year. So
Yeah, he's like the runaway pick so far.
Yeah.
Nobody's even close.
Scott, what were we doing? Were we doing 2D or 4?
4.
40.
Yep.
And then my other pick, I am going to take Austin Matthews.
All right. Okay. All right.
Does he still have his mustache? By the way, or did he fight? Was that just like a no shave November thing, or?
I don't know. I know it looked awful.
Yeah, it does. It's terrible.
There's like a really weird line in hockey where you either have a really good mustache or beard, or you have just the disaster.
You know who I think had one of the worst beards of all time? Jonathan Toews.
Oh,
That was, I mean, he had that weird. It was almost like just like he drew it.
yeah,
You know, and there was no facial hair here. It just like all went along his chin line.
yeah. Oh yeah. Who's
You
got the? Thornton,
I mean,
Thornton's got.
and I'm sure he doesn't care what I think. I mean, he's got 3 Stanley Cups, so he's like, "Oh, really? Oh, good for you. You can grow a beard.
My facial
Check these rings out." You know,
I have a vote for worst facial hair.
Oh
Sidney Crosby.
no, I knew it was.
Hey, you look at the cat.
It's like,
look,
yeah.
I hope he doesn't own any cats, because if they get too close, they're going to lick that thing right off his face.
it kind of looks like he went to a barber shop, put some glue on his face, and just like started picking him up. Oh, I missed a spot. Wait a minute.
Well, who's got the best beard? It's got to be Thornton, right?
Oh yeah, Thornton or Burns.
I can't imagine. You know what though?
Those two.
I can't imagine what lives in those things.
Birds,
Yeah,
hippies,
it's got its own ecosystem.
elves. It's got its own ecosystem. Oh dear God. Who's up?
Is it me?
Yeah,
Is it me?
you're-
Oh my
yeah.
God! You know, before I make my pick, I think Yoshi should give himself the Lanny McDonald for the Autumn Fire show. Right? Wouldn't that be a great look? He could be the Lanny McDonald, right? He's got the red hair and
Wanna do
stuff.
it?
Yeah, for the Autumn Fire show.
We'll talk about that more. We'll
All right.
Oh, is there a look going on already planned?
no.
Okay.
I bet you somebody's wearing a flannel though.
I bet there is a.
I can guarantee you at least 3 people that'll probably be wearing fans.
All right, so it's my turn, and my next pick would be Jack Eichel.
Jack Eichel gone.
All right.
How's he doing this year?
Phenomenal.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Buffalo started off really, really hot, but they kind of cooled off a little bit, right?
Yeah, but they're starting to win again though. They're doing pretty good on this Western Road swing. So
How about the Sabres? It's amazing.
you know what? I would not be shocked at all to see the Sabres make a move for a goalie by the trade deadline. I just don't know how much you can trust Linus Olmark. And Carter Hutton is better off just being a backup in the background. Or he's not a starter.
And
Let's just
they
be honest.
flip flopped totally.
Yeah.
because Hutton started out strong this year.
Yeah, he did it last year though too. Remember?
Yeah.
Started off great. It looked like he was going to win the Vezina, and then all of a sudden it was
Goodbye.
done,
Yeah.
over.
And
That's
now
it.
Allmark,
The clock strikes midnight.
he's got more time in net, but he's not great either.
I can guarantee he'll be gone by the trade deadline.
Allmark?
Allmark, yeah.
Yeah, and there's going to be so many goalies available. You can't help but think that if Buffalo's even in sniffing a wild card spot,
Yeah, they got
that they're going to go for it because they've been out of the playoffs for so many years.
Yeah.
and all that. You got to figure they're going to go for it.
And Travis chimed in and he said, "Well, I see you replaced me with a good-looking guy. What's up, Z?"
Somebody's got cataracts.
All right, let's see. What do you got, Scott?
All right, so I am going to go with the Florida Panthers' very own Jonathan Huberdeau.
Ooh,
Jonathan Huber.
He is, to me, he's like the forgotten Artemi Panarin.
Right.
Similar stats across the board, just doesn't get anywhere near the fanfare because of where he plays.
Because he plays in the
Florida.
Panthers.
And you know what's really sad is they still can't draw any people there, and they've got a really good team. And I'm not going to go off on a rant and a tangent on that because I've done that before, but I feel bad for those guys.
Yeah.
No, I don't because they're making millions and I'm not. But you know, but even still, anyways, Jonathan Huberdeau.
so I don't think anybody grabbed him yet. Like I said, I'm having trouble following along here, but
Join the club.
yeah. But Roman Yossi, nobody grabbed him.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Nobody grabbed him.
yeah, that's payback from the draft. Isn't
You're
it?
mine. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, absolutely, you're mine. All right, so I'm filling him in for my D, and then I got to go 100 shots on goal for Roman Yossi too.
Wow.
Yeah, not afraid to wind it.
No.
So let's see, Yossi's mine, and then I'm up again, right?
Yeah.
You are.
And I'm going to steal another one of your favorites here, just because I like his hits in the league. I'm going Tom Wilson.
Yeah, and yeah, well,
Ooh,
okay.
yeah.
Not my favorite in real life.
I was just going to say, now, how do you live with yourself putting a Tom Wilson on your team?
I don't know.
This is the same exact reason why you will never, ever, 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 ever see an Anaheim Duck, a San Jose Shark, or a Vegas Golden Knight on any of my teams.
See?
I don't care if it costs you the championship. I don't care.
What if there's money on the line?
I don't care.
Really?
I can't do it.
Yeah, all bets are off when it comes to fantasy. I pick guys that I hate in real life.
I'm with you.
I want to, but you know, it's that whole feeling of you're programmed to like be really mad when they do good.
Like
And it's like, yeah, I know that benefits me, but it still sucks.
Brad Marchand in real life. God, I hate him, but I've had him as a keeper for like the last 3 years on my fantasy team.
I'll trade you.
Because he's so good.
Okay.
Well, how could you not want Brad Marchand around? Come on. I bet you he's a lot of fun at parties.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, I don't know. You could lose him. He's only like, what, 5'9"?
Yeah, he might get accidentally taken out with the trash.
Caught in a rat trap.
Oh, what was that? Oh, no.
Okay. So who's Scott? You're up, right?
That is me.
Okay.
Wow, you just screwed me up, Rich. You really just threw it all off for me. So
Yes.
let me see here. Now that you messed me up, what am I going to do?
You know, I want to add one thing about to your thing here.
Oh, sure.
And that is that in our league, I just realized that you have both Pasternak and Tom Wilson. You own the two #1 right wingers, and I made it a point to steal them both, sir.
Yes. Well, I'm glad that this league doesn't have a trophy.
We're gonna make one.
Yeah, we should. You know, at the beginning of next year, we should do something like that. We'll get a league going. We'll have a trophy. It'll be fun. But anyways, that notwithstanding, so I am going to go with. Boy, you guys really stumped me here.
Yes.
Rich really just threw a pipe bomb into me here.
In the 6th round, too.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go with Sebastian Aho, left wing.
Oh.
And here's my thing about Aho. And we talked about that when we did our award show on Halloween. When he's good, he's great.
Yeah.
And right now, he's not. He hasn't been playing well this season at all.
No, but I you're right. But something tells me that there's a turnaround coming.
I bet you after the midseason break, he'll definitely turn it.
I was going to go with Dougie Hamilton in this spot, but I can't stand Dougie Hamilton either. He just irritates me.
Yeah, you shouldn't go with him.
You can have him. You can have him, all right? Because
it's my next pick.
see?
And that's exactly where I was going.
Son,
Why you just did that to yourself?
Hey,
go the wrong way there, Rich.
Throw him on my board. I'm looking at him as you're mentioning his name, so I think we're spiritually connected here.
maybe it could very well be.
Simpatico.
Was that what that was?
Damn it. Bye, Dougie.
Who?
All right.
Well, since Scott took Aho, I am going to go with Andrei Svechnikov.
Spetchy.
All right.
Boy, he has been on fire too, hasn't he?
He made that lacrosse goal, and then it's just been he's been nuts.
That was sick.
Yeah, it was. And then against my better judgment here, I'm going to take Erik Karlsson.
Explain.
Is it a Vegas thing?
No, not that Erik Karlsson.
Oh.
Defenseman Erik Karlsson.
Yeah.
How many Carlsons?
There's a lot
Yeah.
of Carlsons.
You know, if the Hansons weren't the Hansons, they'd be the Carlsons too. So
Because I have some blind hope that he's going to turn it back on and be the player he was 3 years ago. And it's just, I know it's not going to happen, but
No, I'll tell you what. The reason why, because I actually had him on my board for way, way, way later. And I was going to suggest him as like a trade move. If you ever, wanted to get trade bait. He was projected at 24th. He's going 235 right now.
Wow.
yeah.
And 3 goals, 20 assists. I don't know, but it's 16 hits, 60 shots on goal. He's not having any kind of.
He's
season
not
right
playing on a great team either. I mean, the Sharks are so up and down. It's
now. Yeah.
But you know what, Yosh? If you decide not to do the Lanny McDonald thing for the show, why don't you do the Erik Karlsson?
I might
Because he's got that. What, he's got like almost like the handlebar.
He's got a pretty
mustache
great
going on,
mustache.
and the little goatee. He looks like one of the 19th century villains in the old movie. I'm going to tie her to the railroad tracks and see if she can get rescued.
Smelly whiplash.
Yeah.
see,
I told you so. See,
That Dudley Do Right did me in.
I'll get you next time.
All right. So Carlson is off the board. Another Carlson. Got a whole pant full of Carlsons. All right. You're up, Z.
you made 2 picks.
yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, just, damn.
We're flying.
We are flying. So I need another defenseman, Pertangelo. How about that?
Good.
All right, we'll
pick.
throw him in there.
Good pick.
Alex Pertangelo.
All right. All right.
So with that said, I'm going to go with a defenseman too. I'm going with John Klingberg.
You guys are taking all the defensemen now. All of a sudden. See, that's the way it's going to go.
The rush is on.
We're doing this now, huh? All right. So, you know what? I'm going to fill out my my goalie roster here,
Okay.
and I'm going to go with my other goalie in our league, Connor Hellebuck.
Oh, good pick.
Yep,
Good pick.
he's there. I saw my opportunity. I'm going.
Connor Hellebuck is the reason the Jets are contending right now.
Absolutely. You know what I like about him, and I'm gonna divulge one of my little secrets now. Get your pens and papers and all that good stuff out. I like to have my goalies in the West, and I'm going to tell you why. Because that way, if you're leading on certain categories in your goalie statistics, at the end there, you still have time. They all play their games at like 10 o'clock.
On Sundays.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you can pull your goalies out in time to save. Like if you've got a fairly decent
Right.
goals against, and all of a sudden somebody's right there with you and you're winning, pull that goalie out. You've already won the stat. Look at Scott's like, write this down.
I was just thinking sniper Rich Masucci over here.
Yeah. So Hellebuck, you're mine. Okay. And and then
That was a little weird.
yeah.
Slightly.
You're mine. And then you know what? I'm going to go for value here. I'm going to tell you why in just a minute. I'm actually going to go with Jacob Verana,
It's a good pick
and I'm going to tell you why too.
because he plays for the Caps.
The boy plays for the Caps. Right now, only 69% owned in all leagues. So if somebody's out there looking for somebody to pick up at a good value, he's your guy,
Hey,
man.
Why not?
93 shots on goal. He's 15 goals, 12 assists. Yeah, man. And he's rocking a +8 right now. And he's also on the live with Kuznetsov and Oshie. So you know he's going to be good.
Yeah.
You know he's going to get his points. Keep him in there. Not bad for a late round pick, I think.
Hey,
So
good deal.
Yep.
We're not even in the 10th round.
That's all right.
late round pick.
I'm sharing value with people. This is an educational show. I'm sharing value with people. So maybe I won't go home with the gold this year. Okay.
You take your 69% owned. I'm going to take.
Yeah, I know, right?
Haters.
So it's my turn again, huh? Mm-hmm. All right. So I got to go with a goalie here, too. And the goalie I wanted to go with, I can't because of my rule. So I got to go with Ben Bishop from the Dallas Stars.
All right.
Got to.
Well, who were you going to take, Fleury?
Nope.
Who?
I was going to go with John Gibson.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that's another, the only reason Anaheim ever wins is
Yeah.
because of John Gibson.
Because of Gibson.
Very true. Very true.
Otherwise, they got nothing.
Yeah, if
And
he's not-
that's
if
a
he's
Kings
not-
fan saying that. So,
Well, no, you're right though. If he's not playing well, then they're not winning.
yeah, forget it.
Yeah.
You know what's great is while I'm doing this, while we're doing our draft, I'm answering questions about our football league.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
I was going to say, you can mute that if you want, so you don't have to keep
That's
hearing
okay.
that noise. All right. So that's my turn?
Your turn.
Is it my turn? How about Shea Weber?
Yeah, there you go.
All right. I heard a damn.
My defensemen are stacked, yo.
Maybe he should get bonus points for everybody he injures with his shot.
Yeah, really.
Jeez.
Seriously.
Look at some of these names that are still on the board. Think about a 4-team all-star league.
Oh, yeah.
Really. You wouldn't even have to worry about making trades ever. There'd be
I know,
so many
right?
people left over. in
Forget
free
that,
agency.
exactly.
Well, we're all making the playoffs.
Yeah.
I finally make the playoffs in a fantasy sport. Finally in my life.
I'm gonna take Elias Pettersson for
Good call.
for my first pick.
Okay.
And which nice too, and it's not on this list, but I know in ESPN he is center and left wing eligible. So
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, seeing ours, he's only center.
yeah, and
I wish he was left wing eligible. I got him.
on ESPN he's left wing eligible too. And then for my next pick, this is how prepared I am for this.
Don't worry, I just went through the same thing where you're just kind of like you had your heart set on something, then all of a sudden some dude right ahead of you snipes him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Story of my life.
I'm actually going to take Shattenkirk.
wow.
Out of nowhere.
Woo.
Shattenkirk.
Because the last couple weeks, he's actually been playing really well. He's doing the job for Tampa that the Rangers hired him to do, and he didn't do there, which is score goals.
Okay.
So, good scoring defenseman.
Is there utility players for this, or it's just what we?
Yeah, we're gonna.
One utility guy.
Yeah, like I said, what time is it anyway?
Usually we go to break.
12:41. Yeah.
Yeah, we're way over. Do you want to go to break or do you want
Go to break.
plow through it?
Go to break.
Or do you have a trivia for us?
I got trivia, but we can plow through it. Doesn't matter. What do you guys want to do?
I don't know. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
We're in the groove now. We can't stop now. Come on.
I'm pretty sure that if I pull my attention off this, I'll never get it back. So
Right.
okay, so who's up?
Who just went?
Z.
Z's up.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
I got to fill a goalie. I need a goalie. How's Ronta doing this year? Not too good. That's so. How about Jordan Bennington?
There you go.
I'm gonna take Jordan Bennington.
Jordan Billington. Gone. Off the board.
You know what's great is as we're doing this draft, I lean over a lot of times and I look and I pretend I'm scratching things out and I can't find the name. And I just keep going. So, don't be surprised in these last couple rounds you hear all your players' names one more time. Okay. Go ahead, Sniper.
Oh, it's my turn, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to fill my other goalie spot.
Okay.
Going Tuukka Rask.
Ooh, the Rask.
Tuukka.
You're not afraid of going that 1-2, huh?
No.
Okay.
No, because I'm sure Halak will be available
Yep.
if need be. So
Yeah. He's on my list. 50% owned.
I'm surprised you didn't take him in the third round.
I might. Can we do the first round over again? I'm gonna pick him up. Yeah. You can have your Pasternak. I'm going with
I'll trade you.
Halak.
I'll trade you.
Who am I going with, guys? Listen, you know what? I'm going to go against my better judgment here. I really think so. And I am going to take a flyer.
Whoa.
I'm going to go with Claude Giroux.
There he goes.
Claude Giroux, eh?
The assist machine.
Yeah. And I'm also going to tell you why. He plays center. He plays both wings.
Yeah.
So he's a good utility guy on there.
And he's right up in the mix of everything, eh?
Yeah.
He's a player. He's a player.
Did you go Canadian?
He went
there?
full Canadian.
He's a key component of the organization, eh?
All right. So Giroux is mine, and then I got to come up with somebody else, huh? Okay. All right. Well, let me go to my notes that I didn't fill out here. Actually, you know what? This is about the time I'm going to pull that trigger on the one guy that I told you I found value in.
Evgeny Malkin.
No.
Chris Letang.
Getzlaf. And Getzlaf is not owned in hardly any leagues.
There's a reason for that.
I know. He's only owned 64%.
I'm not even going to bother scratching him off.
He's only owned in 64%. But I'm going to tell you what, if you're one of those leagues that does play with faceoffs, he crushes it on there. I mean, he's still got 68 shots on goals. 10 goals, 13 assists. I'm going to go with him, man. You know why he's also valuable? Because if you're like me and you dump players constantly, he's one of those guys you can have on your team and you're not afraid to.
You could dump him because you know nobody else is going to pick him up.
You can cycle him back in any time, and he's always going to be there.
Oh yeah,
he's nothing but a gem for me. So there you go. Yes.
It reminds me of something I got to do when I get home.
Take a dump?
No. No, I was going to say, if he wasn't a duck, I could have just sniped him for me, and but
oh yeah, okay.
That's right. You know what? I won't do it, so you're safe.
Okay.
But speaking of favorite teams and all that, I actually got to pull the trigger, and I got to pick an LA King. I got to have one, right? My team.
There he comes.
Drew Doughty.
Yep, I know.
Drew Doughty.
There he comes.
Every year I end up with Drew Doughty on my team, no matter what, and this year is no different. No different at all. So. Drew is coming home.
All right.
I'm coming.
Way too happy about that. You know that you were waiting on that whole thing. I think I could get value in one of these later rounds.
I was just waiting for you to take him.
I almost thought. No, you know what? I did you that favor. I left him there for you.
Oh, see, is that what it was?
Yeah.
It's because you're a true pal.
Yeah, that's exactly doing you a draft day favor. So remember me. Yeah. Oh, Travis says that Chicken Riggy's next Monday. How many people are going to be there? I don't know. If we mention Chicken Riggy's, probably more.
Ooh, Chicken Riggy's.
My turn?
Yes.
I need to fill this goalie position.
Okay.
Jaroslav Halak, how's he doing this year?
He's Rask's backup.
I should have paid attention before I got involved in this draft, huh? Maybe I should have studied up.
There's
on some
still
hockey.
starters available. Marc-Andre Fleury's still available. Vasilevsky's still there.
You don't want Fleury.
Wow.
Vegas is my other team, and I know you guys don't want to hear that, but Vasilevsky, he's still around too, huh? Yeah.
Freddie Anderson's still there.
Yeah.
Bobrovsky's still there.
I love how he's trying to pass off all these guys that he don't want.
Yeah. No, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, these are guys I probably should have considered, but.
You like Vegas? Malcolm Subban's still there.
Yeah. He's been
just
lighting
to
it up
break
for him.
Masucci's balls, I'm going with Fleury.
No!
Yeah.
Fine, I'm taking Subban.
PK?
No. I'll go with the better one right now.
I got Marc-Andre Fleury in between the pipes, eh?
I was looking at PK Subban's stats last night.
Yeah.
That's rough.
See, now Eric Carlson seems like a better pick.
He
huh?
seems like wow.
Indeed.
What happened to PK?
He plays for the Devils.
I know.
Yeah.
But he's been on the decline for the past few years.
Yeah, he wasn't as hot as
No.
even on when he was playing for Nashville as he was when he was.
And you know what?
Montreal.
He's never really been defensive stalwart.
No.
So at this point in his career, when his offense starts tailing off, now you're really starting to see just
Yeah.
overpaid definitely for sure.
Oh God, yes.
And
What-
he may have been even overrated for the past few years.
Do you know
Really,
what kind of contract they put him on?
he's still making $9 million a year, and I think he's got 3 or 4 years left of that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Listen, I'm available.
Well, 'cause
I
remember-
do the same thing out there.
Because that was the whole crux of it.
Yeah.
When they made that, when Montreal and Nashville made that trade, that Subban for Weber trade.
Yeah.
Because Weber's actually older, but they're like, well, PK's younger, and he's going to give him more quality years. Well, it looks like Montreal actually won that trade because
doubt.
I mean, even though Shea Weber's older, he's still just he's a rock. I mean,
and he's got a cannon of a slip.
exactly.
Well, if anybody's out there listening, any NHL teams, I'll come for.
Half the price.
I'll even take an $8 million cut on that. He's making $9 million. I'll go $1 million. I'll give you the same production.
Cool.
I could just be a body bag out there. Why not?
What a skit that would be.
Yeah. You can push me around on my skates because I can't really skate. Okay, who's up?
I am.
You're up. All right.
And maybe it's the colors I'm wearing. I don't know. Got to pick a goalie. I'm going to go with Grice.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey,
For a while, he is actually the best goaltender in the league.
Yeah.
He's still up there. I mean, the Islanders are still.
I got him in the league that Rich and I are in, and the only issue I have with Thomas Greiss is Semyon Varlamov.
Yep.
Because
Well, I mean, there's not
Trotz
much-
insists on that.
Every other.
Every other.
Switch it back and forth, and it.
But you
I
gotta
tell
get the
you-
wins though.
They do.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, it's really surprising that they're both as successful as they are because normally with goalies, they like to be getting into a groove.
Yeah.
And it's impossible to do that like when you're switching back and
Every
forth like
other,
that, but
yeah.
it works for them. So,
I've noticed a couple teams starting to do that now.
yeah.
Going the 1-2 like that every
Yeah.
night.
It's, because they want to save their goalies.
But you're right. As they get down the stretch here, they're gonna have to start.
Well, it's only a matter of time
Right.
before Varlamov gets hurt.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And then for my other pick,
You can just take Varlamov too.
I'm not. I have two goalies now.
All right.
Let's see.
Is that
Nobody really jumping off the page anymore, just because you know how these guys are playing right now.
in these leagues though for hockey? You're probably not picking your goalie last. I highly doubt that you would.
No.
Like not like football. Like football, you're picking your kicker last in
Oh, yeah,
fantasy
yeah.
football usually, except for your Masucci. But but I'm talking like in
That's his
hockey
secret.
though. Is the goalies usually last to get picked?
No.
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 But they're highly valuable, right?
And a lot of times, like you can do a couple different strategies. You can go with only two goalies, but you got to make sure you get the workhorse goaltenders if you're going to do
you gotta
that.
Make sure you have
Or
stars.
like a lot of times, like I usually go with three
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that way you can kind of mix and match a little bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The other thing, too, is I like to grab a goalie early because there's usually like 5 or 6 categories
Right.
that points are counted in.
Sure.
Yeah.
And you figure,
That's huge.
If you get yourself a really good goalie, you're at least winning half of the stats right off the bat.
Right.
That's
So,
how I've stayed alive. Actually, is the goalie cats in my league.
Yeah.
That's how I beat the first place guy this past week because of goalie category.
absolutely.
I've
Absolutely.
pretty much lost every other category, and we tied on one.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you go out and you get yourself like a Darcy Kemper or a Connor Hellebuck, I mean, you're going to win.
Well,
Not saying you gotta win
but
the
you got
category.
but you got to hang on to the rest of your team too. That's the key. But it's funny that he mentions that because him and I play in a 12-team league.
Oh wow!
So you can imagine how quickly the goalies dry up in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do.
And
It's bad.
man, I'll tell you,
Especially if you're drafting 3 on a team.
yeah, and I'll tell you, if your draft picks don't turn out so good, you're really, really hurting because there's nothing out there on the wire. Nothing at all.
If you look at our wire right now, trying to find a goalie, I mean, I think the best value you might get is probably like Halak.
I know he's taken.
Is he gone too?
Yeah.
God, I mean, there's nobody on.
Yeah, Carter Hutton's out there.
Oh,
he got
great.
dumped.
Perfect. At least he gets a game in.
I'm gonna look at my league right now and tell you what the best value goalie that's left here
On the waiver wire.
on the waiver wire. in the free agency, let's see. The best available goalie is Bobrovsky.
Yeah.
But if anybody's out there and does play fantasy hockey, chime in. I would be very, very curious to see when you guys pick your goalies, and who you would go with number one for your pick.
Yes, and
Usually,
come join us on our fantasy island.
Yeah. Come join us. Come join us, Daniel.
Deepak, the boss, Deepak.
Well, hold on here. Let's see. All right.
I got to do my other pick yet.
Oh, you do? Yeah, go ahead.
Oshie.
TJ Oshie.
I thought you were drafting yourself.
Son of a.
Oh, you were going to pick him, Rich? I'd make you a trade
No.
for your next pick.
Yeah. Oh, what happened here? Hold on. Okay. So Oshie's off the board.
Oh, shit.
Oshie's gone.
All right. So Z's up here.
All right, so it's my turn, and my next pick would have to be Philip Forsberg.
Nice pick. Nice pick.
All right. You kids.
I know.
All right. Who's up, Scott? Go ahead.
I am.
Break my heart.
So, to fill out my forward spot, it was my last forward I got to pick. I'm going with Brock Besser from the Vancouver Canucks.
Really?
Pick.
I was very surprised to see him still sitting there. So
I was hemming and hawing about him.
that's can't let him go any further.
See, that tells you how much I'm following along with what I'm doing. I literally just wrote him on my list of my players.
He's not on your team. Rich.
No,
No.
he just picked him.
Yeah.
He just picked him. Congratulations.
Just so you know.
Our squad. It's going to be great. You're going to love playing for us. Okay. So let's see. I got to get some D-men in here, and I think I'm going to have to I know what I like, and I like a lot of it. I'm going to go with Letang, man.
I was going to say, what took you so long?
I don't know. Usually he is one of my very first go-to guys.
And he's actually healthy right now.
For now.
For now, right?
Give him about 5 minutes. Is there anybody playing for the Penguins right now that's not on IR? Melkin.
Chris
Melkin for
Letang.
like 5 minutes, 5 more.
Yeah, I was just going to say, enjoy Melkin for, a couple more games. And
Yeah.
Wait till Crosby
gotta-
comes back, and then he'll be gone.
Yeah.
We'll get a solid 20 games out of Malkin this year.
All right. God, he's still there, isn't he?
Yeah.
I wonder
He minds
why.
to take him.
Everybody's afraid to take him.
Minded.
All right. You know who I'm going to go with, and I know you guys are going to laugh at me for this, but Victor Hedman. Why not?
No,
So
That's actually who I was going to
solid
take.
Were you?
Yeah.
Okay.
that's solid.
I mean, the Lightning aren't playing great. They're playing pretty abysmal. But I got faith in him, man. I mean, he's probably one of the better D-men out there. So
Well, and you got to figure at some point the Lightning are going to turn this around.
they got it turn.
And you got to figure that.
Yeah.
I mean, and you know what's really amazing, and I didn't realize this until very recently, as Kucherov goes, the Lightning go. For
Yeah,
all the
so-
talent that they have on that team, if you really look at the one guy who really is the cog that makes that go around, and he's not going right now, is Kucherov.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So it's weird when you have a team with that much talent. One guy can make that much of a, especially a right winger.
Well, yeah. Well,
He's not a center.
Because if he's not scoring, then Stamkos isn't getting the assist.
Exactly.
Even Stamkos is available on this list.
Exactly.
And I mean,
Braden Point's available.
any other season,
Yeah.
he'd been
First
a
three
pick.
rounds gone.
Yeah.
Exactly.
First round.
I was looking at the percentage of players owned, obviously, last night. And 28% still own Dustin Byfuglien.
Wow.
They're just hanging on.
They're optimists.
Yeah, like, he's going to come back, maybe. Let him go, guys.
I know, right?
Let him go.
Let it go. Let it go.
28%.
He'll come back after the All-Star break. That's what they're.
Yeah, that's they're hoping.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
But if you're the Jets, do you want him back then? Look how good they're playing.
Yeah, really.
Obviously you take them back. I mean, that's,
Yeah, it goes
that's a
without saying.
no-brainer,
Yeah.
but just throwing that out there that they've really come together as a team and they're playing as a whole unit.
Yeah.
Now, regardless of what's going on with Buff, I don't know what the situation is, whether he just really doesn't want to play anymore or if there's something going on. But if it's just because he doesn't want to play anymore, you kind of, if you're the Jets and you're coming up on the trade deadline, you say, okay, well, if you don't want to be here and be with us, here, we'll trade you and get an asset.
Absolutely.
We can do it without you.
Here's the thing, though. Is another team going to bank on the promise that he's gonna show up to practice and play with them.
Well, let me ask you this: if a team like Tampa Bay acquires him, you think he'd go play there? I do.
True. I don't know.
That's the thing. I think it depends on where they would end up trading him. I think they would have to say, okay, here's our options. We can send you to Tampa Bay. We can send you to the Rangers. We can send you to Colorado. Where do you want to go?
Winnipeg's been in love with trading with the Rangers. So.
Right. Well, I mean, I'm just throwing teams out there as potential partners. I mean, I don't know if the Rangers really can take on that contract.
They couldn't afford him.
But Colorado certainly could.
I think at some point though,
you know that Colorado could.
Winnipeg's going to have to say like, shit or get
happy trails.
Yeah. Do something. Says we can't just have you hanging out in limbo for the rest of the time here.
Exactly.
So.
And paying you for it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Let's move it along here, pal. All right, who's up here? You're up, right, Scott?
I am?
Yeah.
Oh, well then. All right, we got talking so much I didn't realize who was up still.
Right.
Okay, so I got to get a defenseman, it looks like. And with that said, I am going to go with... Give me Ryan Ellis.
Ryan Ellis.
I just like him. I can't help it.
I have him on my team, and he's just kind of a disappointment.
Yeah.
But like that week that you really need a clutch come.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
There he is, right there. He gets just those few extra hits for you.
Yeah.
He'll show up and get 6 assists for no reason. And then you're like, well, now I can't drop him.
And then,
then he
disappears.
he's that tease.
Then he disappears again.
Yep. All right. I like that pick for you.
I figured you would.
All right, see who you got.
Oh man, I didn't really look at the other page.
So I need a defenseman too. This is pretty much this is the final roster, right?
Yeah,
this is the last pick.
Yeah.
So I need a defenseman too. I feel like the defensemen are usually the last ones picked, right?
Yeah, usually.
Usually you're struggling to find defensemen, but with a 4-man league, we're not struggling to find anybody. No. So with the next pick that I'm going to come up with, I have no idea. I have no clue.
I want to point out real quick that
Yeah.
I don't think any New York Rangers have been picked.
I picked Panarin.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Never mind.
I don't know. Mark Giordano.
That's.
You know what?
Good
Screw you
as
guys. Nobody got excited with that pick. How about Seth Jones?
Oh yeah.
Honestly,
I screwed up.
if this was a bangers league, Seth Jones would be an awesome pick to take.
Right.
And actually, I screwed up. Instead of taking Ellis, I should have taken Morgan Riley.
But I'm taking Giordano.
You going with Giordano?
Yeah.
You got him. He's yours.
Why is he
brother.
hurt or something?
No,
You just hate him.
no.
Okay.
Because
I don't really hate him.
he's an enemy of the Kings.
No, I don't really hate Giordano. I hate Matthew Tkachuk.
Freaking
Can't stand him, but
freaking hates him, man.
Freaking hates.
Too much hate.
no, you know what? They're not on the hate list though for my fantasy, so I can take. I had Lindholm last year.
Freaking loves him.
Just remember, the 3 teams, the triangle of hate: Anaheim, San Jose, Vegas. It works.
All right, Yosh, who you got?
I'm going to take Charlie McAvoy for my last pick.
Charlie
McAvoy. All right. We're right at 1 o'clock. What do you guys want to do? You want to go for 2 utility players, then we'll call it?
Yeah, we can do
We
that.
need a trivia question too.
Oh, yeah. Scott, here's what a trivia while we're doing
Okay,
our other
real
round here.
quick. I'm going to be real quick about this. We already know the thing with breakaway trivia, but here's the question.
Yeah.
Okay? The NHL plays for the Stanley Cup. The AHL plays for the Calder Cup.
Yeah.
The ECHL is the minor league below the AHL. What's the name of the trophy they play for?
Oh, for crying out loud. He asked that like 2 years ago or 1 year
Did
ago.
I?
Yeah, and I didn't get it then either.
Oh, man.
Is it the Eddie Shore Cup?
Nope.
No.
Oh, it's because some team
But you know what? You're on the right track.
Am I? So
You're
it's
on the
old
right
school.
track. Yeah.
we did this one because the team that won it didn't give it back, right? It's-
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You're right. We did.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's been so long that you forgot, so
yeah,
it's still valid then.
I'm Exhibit A of why you should ask questions over again. All right. So who's up then? You're up. One more pick.
Oh,
right?
yeah, utility player?
Yeah.
Well, since we're doing utility slots and I picked Grice, I'm going to take Varlamov in my
all right.
first utility spot.
See you, Varlamov. Okay. Off the board. See ya.
And then mine would be Braden Point.
Okay. Now we're flying through this.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with Freddie Anderson. I want a third goalie.
That was my thinking too.
Great minds-
especially having one that only starts half the time.
So
great
who's
minds think alike.
who's keeping stats on this league?
Wow.
Oh, you
Is
know,
there a
we oughta-
database or something?
About
I know
those
if you go to Yahoo and you can input this into a team, it'll retro all the scores from
Really?
the beginning of the season on. Yeah,
wow.
ESPN did that for us because we drafted like 2 weeks late. So
let's try to do that.
retroed the scores for us all the way up to when where we were at in the season.
Really?
Yeah,
Did
with
nobody,
the teams we had.
Huh.
You know I'm going to be last.
did nobody take Brent
I don't know.
Burns?
Huh?
Did nobody take Brent Burns?
Nobody did.
There's a reason for that.
We discussed the beard, but we didn't.
I don't want him.
Okay. You're afraid of what's going to come out of that beard, aren't you?
I am. All right. Who am I gonna? I'm gonna do another one of my value picks here, just for the schnitzengiggle.
Is he like 45% owned in Yahoo?
Yeah, 15% owned. In
Rich is like the value meal of fantasy
I
hockey.
am, man.
Hey, can I get a number 8 in my round, please?
There's nothing wrong with a number.
With a medium Coke.
There's nothing wrong with number 8. I eat it all the time. I am going to go with, I think, Evander Kane.
That's
No Gino.
No Gino.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
I figure 4 Penguins on my team is kind of enough, right? Or do I got 3? Yeah, I got I got Gensel, Crosby, and Letang. Maybe I should leave Gino on the bench here. Yeah, I will go with Evander Kane.
pick your other one too. We might as well.
Oh.
Snaking.
Okay, all right. I'll go with Malkin.
Yeah, see? Peer pressured him right into it.
Remember, boys, Hungry Man TV dinners.
Well, for my last value pick, the guy who's still sitting here on page 1, and the guy who never gets any respect, probably because of where he plays, but I'm going to have a stack again. I'm going with Sasha Barkov.
All right. Damn it. I lost my pen.
And then, so my next pick would be another goalie because you need 3, right?
You don't need 3, but sometimes it's,
It's good to have. With
Yeah.
the third.
because they're so
Especially
valuable.
with
They're hard to
injuries.
get. They're so hard to get.
How about Georgiev? How do you say his last name?
Gorgiev.
Georgiev.
Yeah,
Georgiev.
I'm taking him.
Well, I mean, he did shut out Vegas last night, so.
Yeah, but you know what, though? Vegas is so much of a different team without Fleury.
Yeah, they are.
Did you ever notice that?
Yeah.
When Fleury's not in the net, they're just average.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because I despise them. I'm just saying that's the facts.
And my last pick, and I'll explain to you why. And I actually traded. I had to do a trade with another guy in my league. He needed a goalie, and I had Grice, and he was an extra. And I was getting to the point where it was the first time Grubauer was coming back from IR. So we did a little trade because I needed to get hits and shots.
Yeah.
I was losing hits every week in my league. I'm going to go with Brady Tkachuk.
Really?
Oh,
Because he is a hit machine and shots.
Goal
He
scorer,
shoots
too.
a lot, and he's
Yeah.
a good goal scorer. He's just on a bad team in Ottawa. But that could change, maybe, sometime.
You know
I'll tell you what. And Rich and I talked about this. Mark my words. Within 3 years, Ottawa will be a contender.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They got 12 picks in the draft this year. 12. Wow.
Actually, you know who?
And now, if you're, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
but just while
yeah.
I'm thinking, and I'm my mouth's running a million miles a minute. Now think about it. If you're Ottawa, they ended up with Brady Tkachuk. Guess who they could have ended up with? Cal McCarr.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
one would you rather have?
Actually, I was
That's
just going to
tough.
say.
Really?
I think I'd go with McCarr though, just
Yeah.
because defensemen are just so much harder to have at that elite level.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
Especially-
Nothing
they're-
against
they're
Brady
first
Tkachuk
year
either.
in the league.
He's a great player. Brady Tkachuk is
Yeah.
fantastic player. I just, like I said, with defenseman, an elite defenseman, especially at that, being so much harder to get. But they still didn't make out too bad.
No.
crazy.
Craziness, Rich.
Nobody took Peugeot either, right?
You know what? He's having a fantastic season, but he's really a third line center.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to get dealt too. But
Value.
there you go. I'm surprised you didn't jump all over him.
73%, boys. 73%. I was looking at him the whole time.
That's a C minus.
So just to recap, let's see who we got. Yosha, who did you walk away with in your draft here?
Let's see. So my team is Austin Matthews, Elias Pettersson, TJ Oshie, Andrei Svechnikov, Ovechkin, Panarin, Cale Makar, Eric Carlson, Shattenkirk, Charlie McAvoy, Philip Grubauer, and Thomas Greiss. And then in my utility spots, I've got Seaman Varlamov and Brady Tkachuk.
Very nice. All-star. Z, who you got?
McDavid, Eichel, Marchand, Forsberg, Kucherov, Kane, Hamilton, Petrangelo, Weber, and Giordano. All right? I feel like the coach right now. Line up. And then for goalies, Bennington, Fleury, Georgiev. How do you say his name?
Georgiev.
Whatever, dude. I'm not Russian, and there's too many consonants in his name. And then Braden Point is my
it's a good team.
utility,
That's a good
so.
team.
All right.
It's a good team.
Who you got?
I got Nathan McKinnon, Leon Draisaitl, Jonathan Huberdeau, Sebastian Aho, Mikko Rantanen, Brock Besser, John Carlson, John Klingberg, Drew Doughty, Ryan Ellis, Ben Bishop, Tuukka Rask, Freddie Anderson, and Sasha Barkov.
Very nice. Very nice. I've got Pasternak, Tom Wilson, Kemper, Hellebuck, Crosby, Getzlaf, Gensel, Verana, Roman Josi, Letang, Hedman, Claude Giroux, Evander Kane, and Malkin. And I don't have an additional defenseman.
And Masucci's team is ranked 73% tile.
I just realized he just took a quarter of my fantasy team in our league.
Now, I
And I'm missing a defenseman.
to break your balls.
I do have a quick question. Now,
Yeah.
like in your leagues, do you guys set a limit for the amount of players you have from one team? Like,
No.
not as a rule, but like as a rule for yourself. See, now I try not to go with more than 2 players from one team, because then you kind of get stuck on off nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
When you have 4 guys playing for the Penguins.
Yeah. And I do.
But I'll tell you though, when the Kings were decent, I used to have like at least 5,
Yeah, that's
and it would really and I would get hurt on those off nights. But the nights that they were on, it was just you would get so far ahead that you could kind of absorb it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't dare put 5 LA Kings on my team now. But.
No. Well, think about it. That 1 week, I had 4 Penguins, I think, on my team. But
Right.
they scored like 3 of the 4 games that week. They had 7 goals.
Right.
So, just loving it. So, it works out good if you've got a team that's high.
Yeah, well, that's just it.
Yeah, high offense and everything. But,
What was the answer to the question?
Yeah, I was just gonna interject that. Do you want the question again, real quick?
Question again,
Okay.
please.
The NHL plays for the Stanley Cup. The AHL plays for the Calder Cup. What trophy does the ECHL play for?
you know,
The Toe Blake International Trophy.
I can't imagine what that trophy would look like.
I'm like, where did he get that from?
Those guys are the greats. Eddie Shore, Toe Blake. Yeah, Dick Clapper.
I told you you're on the right track.
Guys are the greats.
It's the Kelly Cup, named after the
Kelly.
great Hall of Famer Red Kelly.
Damn it. I knew that too. I knew that from like a year ago, but I just didn't remember.
See?
I forgot to remember.
Rich, it's the value trophy.
That's right.
the value trophy. Value.
It's all about value around here. All right. So that's it for our show for today, I think. And I had fun on this one.
This is good. This is a good time.
Can we come back maybe towards the end of the year and see how our teams did? We'll have to keep these.
Yeah, let's keep these.
Yeah, let's
I
keep
think that's
these.
a good idea.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I should actually change one of my players and fill out a full defensive roster. But
Matter of fact, let's keep them here if you don't mind.
Okay,
that way
yeah, we'll keep
we
them
don't
here.
lose them.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
All right.
You know what? Then can I change one of my players?
No.
No,
No.
no, you already
Draft is
drafted.
over.
Because I have 3 defense players.
Go.
Oh.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wow.
Screw you guys. I'm going home.
You're going to be in 4th.
I don't
Your
think-
defense has no value,
I
Rich.
don't think that was ever a question. So, all right, we'll keep those here, and we'll revisit that at a later time. But for now,
Yeah.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
What are we doing next week? More craziness?
We'll do more craziness.
But you're talking about hockey.
I bet.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll come up with something in between, and what we'll do is we'll put the topic on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple days beforehand, so everybody's got kind of an idea of what we're looking at. Don't forget, All Pucked Up Podcast is our Facebook page. We got the Disruption Network, and we got My Garage Bar. I didn't mean to steal your thunder there, Rich.
No,
but
please
like
do.
I said, once that mouth gets going, forget about it. It's,
Believe me.
Let me know when you guys do the Slapshot show, and then I'll be here because I can recite that
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
I can recite that whole movie for you.
Perfect.
The whole time. I love it. It's my favorite. So
See, who you got on EC Radio today?
Kevin Burnside Jr., who's a paraplegic athlete, as a matter of fact, Paralympic.
Oh,
He's in the
wow.
Paralympic, and
Very cool.
he's looking to raise some funds for the 2022 Olympics. in Beijing, and he's really close to making that roster spot too. So he's coming in, and we're going to talk about that. He's got an event going on at the Delta Marriott on Wednesday where he's doing bartending type of thing, and you go in and all the tips goes to his training and all that other stuff. So go out there and support your local Olympian. We got an Olympic athlete coming in, pretty much. Is what's happening
awesome.
today.
Nice.
So.
Making leaps and bounds in this place.
Yeah, no
you guys
doubt.
are. No doubt, man.
No doubt.
So he's on EC Radio today.
He's on EC Radio
Just a
today,
little-
and he's got a cast of people coming in with him too, but I don't know offhand who.
Very cool. Yeah.
And then tomorrow, 3 and Out with you guys.
Yeah.
That happens at 7 o'clock here on the D.
7 o'clock. Yeah. And I think we're, what are we doing on that show? Oh,
Talking about football.
talking about football. Yeah. Tune in and you'll find out. So, anyway, so that's going to do it for us. So, for Yoshi and for Scott and, of course, for Z over there.
Thanks for having me, guys. This is
Absolutely,
fun.
man. I'm Rich
man.
Masucci.
Welcome back anytime.
Yeah. We'll check you guys out next week. Enjoy the games, and we'll see ya.
Take her easy. All right.
Here, give me them, and I'll put them in like a folder or something.
Yeah.
Put your name on it.
That's-
Well, you could probably know by your writing, though.
Yeah, my writing's fucking awful. Are we muted?
Oh, probably.
So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broking everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Hey, Disruption Network. This is Mike Sacco, the general manager at Nye Volkswagen of Rome. If you don't know me by name, it's only because you have not received the best deal. There's only one reason to leave Utica, and that's to come see me in Rome and get the best deal on your next new, pre-owned, or certified VW. Mention that you heard this ad from Disruption Network and receive $250 off your next vehicle purchase. You'll know why our customers say, I love my Nye VW. Come see us at 5865 Rome Taberg Road in Rome, or visit us online at nyvwofrome.com.
Want to know what's going on at the D? Hit up DisruptionNetwork.net and check out our events calendar, brought to you by the Events Co. Find out about upcoming guests, special events, concerts, show schedules, community activities, and more. Get connected at DisruptionNetwork.net.